Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It was meant to be Rahul Gandhi's moment of nuclear glory, the grand detonation of the so-called atom bomb that would supposedly obliterate the Election Commission's credibility. The hype had been building up for a week and everybody was waiting in anticipation. The anticipation was totally breathless. Congress party had been promoting it as equivalent to Jawaharlal Nehru's Twist with Destiny speech moment. Finally came the blockbuster. Released at the Congress headquarters, complete with dramatic backdrop with pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah and the 3 election commissioners behind him. Rahul Gandhi took the stage armed with data spread across 7-foot pile of paper that took a team of 30 to 40 researchers nearly 6 months to compile and 71 minutes for Mr. Rahul Gandhi to decode. The plot was centered around one assembly segment, Madhavapura in Bengaluru Central Lok Sabha seat. In brief, Rahul Gandhi claimed that he had found massive voter fraud in a Karnataka assembly segment during the 2024 Lok Sabha election and accused the Election Commission of colluding with the ruling BJP to steal elections. He claimed that over 1 lakh votes were stolen here, eventually leading to the BJP's victory on this seat. According to Rahul Gandhi, this was achieved by the same voter appearing multiple times in voter rolls, same voter in multiple states, bulk voters at a single address, indistinguishable photographs on voter IDs and misuse of Form 6 meant for the first time voters. Not just this.
Narendra Modi 25 लोकसभा सीट के कारण प्रधानमंत्री हैं। ये अब एविडेंस है, ये क्रिमिनल एविडेंस है। एंटी इनकम्बेंसी इज समथिंग that hits every single party in every single democracy. But for some reason, the BJP is the only party in a democratic framework that basically does not suffer this idea of anti-incumbency. The Election Commission has to give us that information, because if they don't, there are going to be consequences for every single polling officer who's doing this. Doesn't matter how senior you are, how junior you are. One day, the opposition is going to come to power, and then you see what we do to you.
Within minutes of the Rahul Gandhi show getting over, an indignant Election Commission hit back. The poll body that has so far limited itself to fact-checking the leader of opposition and repeatedly beseeching him to accept their invite to present his grouses to them instead of going to the media. This time, the Election Commission dared him to either take an oath and submit a signed declaration about his claims or withdraw what they dubbed as fabricated evidence. So what did Rahul Gandhi do? After openly leveling damning allegations and even going to the extent of threatening the poll body with consequences, he pretty much said he doesn't really care. What EC needs to start is an investigation.
I'm a politician. Okay? What I say to the people is my word. Right? I'm saying it publicly to everybody. Take it as an oath. This is their data, and we are displaying their data. This is not our data. This is Election Commission data. It's interestingly, they haven't denied the information. They haven't said what the voter lists that Rahul Gandhi is talking about are wrong. They're saying, will you do it under oath? Why don't you say they're wrong? Because you know the truth. And you know that we know that you've done this across the country.
After Karnataka Election Commission, Maharashtra and Haryana poll bodies have also asked Rahul Gandhi to walk the talk. Remember, Rahul Gandhi has also been crying foul over his party's dismal performance in the state last year. But so far, there are no signs of Congress leader doing a rethink or saying anything on oath. The BJP says the only thing that the Congress has managed to prove today is that it has failed the atomic test. Because if there was evidence, why would Team Rahul Gandhi just shoot and scoot?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है शायद वो एक बार चेक कर ले, या तो उनका दिमाग चोरी हो गया है या दिमाग में से चिप चोरी हो गई है, इसलिए बार बार वो ये चीजें कहते हैं.
Yesterday they launched an attack on the judiciary. Today they again launched an attack on Election Commission of India. Every time, whenever it doesn't suit them, they start attacking the same institution. तो आप सीधा सीधा लोकतंत्र को ही हमला कर रहा है.
एक बार भी उन्होंने उन वोटर लिस्ट को पकड़ कर आकर प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस नहीं किया है जिन राज्यों में उनकी जीत हुई थी. मैं तो आज राहुल जी से पूछना चाहूंगा, आप इतने प्रिपरेशन के साथ आए थे तो अपने ही अलायंस के बड़े नेता तेजस्वी यादव जी के भी तो 2 वोटर आईडी कार्ड थे, वो भी दोनों वोटर आईडी कार्ड लेकर आते.
Interestingly, without realizing, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has ended up making the strongest argument so far in favor of the special intensive revision exercise taking place in Bihar. The same exercise that they have been vehemently protesting against. Because every single objection raised by the Congress party will be addressed by the SIR. But just like Tejasvi Yadav's explosive claims over his voter ID not reflecting in the Election Commission's draft rolls was found to be a damn squib, Rahul Gandhi's bombastic claims, prima facie, so far have bombed. While he refuses to submit evidence to the Election Commission, can he answer the following questions? Karnataka was a Congress government during the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The Election Commission staff is drawn from the state government. So how could the BJP manipulate voter rolls in Karnataka where there is a Congress Sarkar? Then when Rahul Gandhi says that there were over 1 lakh dubious voters in Madhevpura, how does one know they all voted only for the BJP? Is there a problem in the mathematics somewhere? Also, as repeatedly made clear by the Election Commission now, both draft and final electoral rolls are shared with political parties well in advance. Why is it that the Congress research team gets down to work only months after elections are over, not before? This is also, by the way, what is happening in Bihar. It is the 7th day of filing objections and not one single claim has come from any political party against the draft electoral rolls in Bihar. And finally, let's diffuse the hype around the core of Rahul Gandhi's nuclear test. It is not a big deal for one assembly segment to overturn the result of a Lok Sabha seat. In Maharashtra too, BJP alliance had lost Dhule Lok Sabha seat due to just one assembly segment, which is the Malegaon Central segment. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the Motorola legitimate question we're asking on the NewsHour tonight. Should Rahul Gandhi now face consequences if he does not submit an oath and a signed declaration with evidence of wrongdoings that he accuses the Election Commission of? That really is the only question and the only debate at this point.
You're watching the NewsHour at night. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the BJP. Also joining the debate, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist. Today I think I'm going to make him the voter scientist, also psychological scientist and nuclear scientist joining the show tonight. We are also joined by Anand Dubeji, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction, Professor Anwar Pasha, national spokesperson of the RJD, the man whose party is contesting against the SIR in Bihar where elections are due shortly, Vivek Srivastav, generally opposed to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the BJP, whatever be the issue. And when it comes to institutions, they really don't matter to him. But my first question, as always, goes to my friend Sanjay Jha, my only friend in the Congress party. Sanjay Jha, joining me on the NewsHour tonight. And Sanjay Jha, atom bomb and absolutely no fissures anywhere that we can see. The question is, if there is evidence, challenge can be given to the Election Commission in a court of law. So far, we haven't seen that happening. Electoral rolls, I said in my introduction, are given to political parties. They can look at all of this. They can come back and file objections. Hasn't happened. One assembly segment of a Lok Sabha seat where you're saying 1 lakh vote chori has happened. How do you know all the 1 lakh votes have gone to the BJP? Many questions. What is your answer, Sanjay Jha?
Good evening, Navika, to you and to all my eminent fellow panelists. Firstly, Navika, I need to say this upfront. This is not about just the Rahul Gandhi factor or the opposition or the India alliance. I think Rahul Gandhi's robust press conference today, putting out all facts and data in the public domain, is meant to be a fight for ensuring that Indian democracy is not questioned at any point of time. I mean, this is, I'm sure, our commitment of all the panelists, irrespective of our political preferences. Now, a question has been asked very often in the past, whenever the opposition, including the Congress, has said that we are unhappy with the results, etc., that, where is the evidence, where is the proof? Now, if anybody has heard Rahul's press conference, and those who haven't, I'm going to request them to kindly go into any of these social media sites, go to the Indian National Congress handle, and download the information, read it for yourself. Now, the issue here, I agree with you, is possible, although, not very often does it happen, that if one party has won all the other assemblies and loses in one, it loses the aggregate election. Rather unusual, intriguing, which is why I think the Congress correctly took its time, investigated it, it's convinced itself of the data, and then it's put it out once again for public consumption. Now, I have read the entire report in its comprehensive detail. And I'll tell you, Navika, what is disconcerting. There are 2 points here. There are 5 or 6 reasons attributed for this very unusual spike in the number of votes that have allegedly gone to the Bharatiya Janata Party. They include 40,000 fake addresses. 40,000. That's a staggering number. There are individuals who have voted across multiple booths. There are old women or men who have been registered as new voters. There are many who are duplicate voters. Now, all of that aggregated together is around 1 lakh votes. So the allegation, I'll call it allegation as of now, but it's a very serious accusation based on substantive data, is the fact that there was something happening in the Madhepura Assembly constituency, which requires scrutiny, investigation, and then a full-on disclosure as to why these unusual things happened. Over and above Maharashtra getting, in 5 months more voters than happened in the previous 5 years, etc. Now, here is the fundamental point. Look at the Election Commission's response. Election Commission, if I was or anybody on the panel was the head of the EC, the first thing you got to do is to say, listen, the leader of the opposition, who's a shadow prime minister, has put forth data. This is not rhetoric. This is not a hyperbole. This is not some kind of a verbal diarrhea. These are facts on the table. They are based on an investigation, and they're asking the Election Commission, kindly explain how do you rationalize these extremely intriguing developments on data. And the answer to that...
I take your word for it, Sanjay Jha, that you're very impressed with the data. But shouldn't this data be evidence in a court of law? Challenge them. Take them to the cleaners. More power to you and Mr. Rahul Gandhi. But why is this data only for the media? Because press conference to aapne kar diya, but your charge is that media only makes mahal. Media doesn't do anything else. That is the charge in this presentation that was made by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. So why not go to a court of law?
Yeah.
Or you don't believe a court of law?
No.
You don't believe the
Navika.
election commission? You don't believe the media? You only believe in what you say and the data you have? You don't want to present yourself to any kind of questioning. But eminent personality and eminent panelist, as you said, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, please respond to the charges. वोट चोरी हो गई है, कैसे? आप जवाब दीजिए.
First, I would like to say, this is a typical characteristic style of Congress party. Even Rahul Gandhi said, the technical procedure is, if somebody who is a voter of that assembly, he is having all authority to complain. If somebody who is not the voter of that assembly and he lodges a complaint, then there is a specific technical format. He has to give an oath of affirmation, and there the data should be verified. And if whatever the claim he is saying is correct, there is a provision of imprisonment. So when Rahul Gandhi is saying, no, I'm a politician, and when I am saying, and so has been bolstered by Mr. Jha, that whatever he has said, the shadow prime minister, the shadow of prime ministership is looming so strong that they are unable to get the truth out of that shadow. Okay, that's a different thing. That he is saying, so the law should be different. Why law should be different? It should be same for any citizen of the country, so it should be for the politician. This is the same mindset. You remember when the ED has asked, a very senior leader of Congress party, who the deputy leader in Rajya Sabha has said, कि भाई वो ED उनसे घर पे जाके पूछताछ नहीं कर सकती थी क्या? Above the law. So when he was in the government, he was steering the ordinance above the law. When her mother was there, I am not becoming prime minister, but I want to super prime minister, above the law. And at the time of Srimati Indira Gandhi, I will decide the legitimacy or the credibility of the election process depending upon whether I won or I lost during emergency. So if I lost, hell with the election commission, hell with the court of India. I will decide that this is what is right, what is wrong. So is the typical mindset of Rahul Gandhi ji. Now, I would like to ask one more thing. Go factual on data. He was saying 1 lakh votes have been not in proper form. So he should put up the data in front of how many voters have voted in that assembly constituency, which party has got which many votes, and how this 1 lakh vote for one assembly segment. And second thing, if it is correct, I would like to ask to millions of viewers, if somebody has really verified the 1 lakh votes, at least 1 minute is required to verify this. If very sharp person like Sanjay Jha ji and Anand Dubey ji would have been on the job, at least 1 minute for one voter. So 60 in 1 hour. So how many? Just 1500 in 1 day. So how many days you require, sir? How many days you require? At least 2 years to verify. And within 2 hours you are there with full authority rather than with full contempt to the election commission. I have verified the data and this is a hard data which is there on this. Sir, आपने जो किया है, मैं एक लाइन में कहूं, इन्होंने कहा था एटम बम फोड़ेंगे. नाविका जी, if you remember, and the millions of viewers might have remember, वो एक पाकिस्तान के वो थे ना फॉरेन मिनिस्टर अब्दुल राशिद, जिन्होंने कहा था अरे हमने एटम बम रखे हुए हैं, पर उनके मुंह से क्या निकल गया था? पाव पाव भर के एटम बम रखे हुए हैं. So what I think the Rahul Gandhi's claim for this atom bomb was proved to be the Abdul Rashid's atom bomb claim, like pav pav bhar ke atom bomb rakhe hue hai, which is come. And one more thing I would like to say, don't try to make the people fool. One sentence. You are asking about 15 years back CCTV footage. What rubbish you are talking about? Can you tell me any agency in the world which has a 15 years back CCTV footage? And those things which are available on the real data, like he has been snubbed by the court, that how you say that the 2000 square kilometers have been captured by China? Show the Google data, na? Show the Google picture that this was not when the Congress was there in the power, and this is there. The picture is available, will not show. Then he will suddenly rise and say, oh, 15 साल पुराना सीसीटीवी फुटेज. सर प्रॉब्लम क्या हो गई है? जब से सीसीटीवी फुटेज आ गए, आपकी गवर्नमेंट को मेजॉरिटी मिलना बंद। जब से मतपेटियां लुटनी बंद हो गई, मेजॉरिटी मिलना बंद। जब से बूथ कैप्चरिंग खत्म हो गई, मेजॉरिटी मिलना बंद। जब से आई कार्ड आ गया, वोटर आईडी कार्ड, मेजॉरिटी मिलना बंद। जब से लिटरेसी रेट 50% क्रॉस की, तब से कांग्रेस को कभी मेजॉरिटी रिसीव नहीं हुई है। तो आई थिंक मिस्टर राहुल गांधी शुड ट्राई टू बिहेव इन अ रिस्पॉन्सिबल मैनर ऑन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल of the leader of the
Sanjay Jha has a counter.
rather than
Sanjay Jha, 30 seconds.
Frivolous, whimsical, and cynical.
Firstly, Navika, to your viewers, isn't it astounding, the viewers of Times Now, very popular program, that the BJP is coming with such an aggressive defense of the Election Commission? The BJP should, like any other political party, should be concerned about the integrity of the voting process, ladies and gentlemen. Can't the Election Commission fight for itself? That itself should get you worried as to why is the BJP become the legal counsel for the Election Commission? It's unusual because the Election Commission is supposed to be an independent body. And Sudhanshu ji, it is not an atom bomb.
Sanjay Jha,
it's a nuclear bomb.
Anybody can blow holes into that argument. You are calling BJP the vote chore. They are the affected party because they won those elections. You are challenging their victory. Why can't they respond? And when the constitutional bodies will come out, when the judges came out and spoke, you said, now judges have to come out and do a press conference. When election commission will come out and say something, you will say constitutional bodies have started doing press conferences. If they don't come out, you say, "Ke bhai bol nahi rahe hain, why are they not defending themselves?" Anand Ranganathan, quintessential saas bhi kabhi bahu thi na. The mother-in-law is never right in this case. And, in this case, the mother-in-law happens to be the election commission.
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. There is no way two about it. इंडिया को दो लोगों ने तंग कर रखा है, एक ट्रंप ने और एक सस्ते ट्रंप ने। अभी ट्रंप की बात तो आप करेंगी बाद में, पहले मैं सस्ते ट्रंप की बात करूं। नाविका, द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज, मैंने आपको पिछली बार भी कहा था कि मुझे राहुल गांधी जी पे गुस्सा नहीं आ रहा। आपने मुझे एक्चुअली कैस्टिगेट किया था क्योंकि तब मेरा बीपी हाई हो गया था। मेरे को आप पे गुस्सा आया था और मुझे द चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर पे गुस्सा आया था, मिस्टर ज्ञानेश कुमार पे। उन पे गुस्सा इसलिए आया था कि मैं राहुल गांधी की गलती मानता ही नहीं। आज उन्होंने झूठ बोला है, कल झूठ बोला था, परसों झूठ बोला था। इफ यू रिमेंबर, लेट अरुण जेटली जी का नाम लाके इतना गंदा झूठ बोला था। हर रोज झूठ बोलते हैं, उसमें आई डोंट ब्लेम हिम, दैट इज हिज जॉब। द पॉइंट इज, व्हाई ऑन अर्थ हैज मिस्टर ज्ञानेश कुमार नॉट सूड और फॉर डेफमेशन राहुल गांधी एवर? हर रोज का ये मामला। अब आप आज का किस्सा ले लीजिए। साइंटिस्ट आपको ये लॉजिकली कहेगा, क्योंकि अगर आप कोई भी टेस्ट रख रहे हो, मतलब कोई भी फाइंडिंग रख रहे हो, उसका कंट्रोल क्या है? It is by habit that a person thinks, if one is doing science, कि what is the positive control, what is the negative control. मैं मान सकता हूं कि राहुल गांधी ये कभी सोचे ना कि एक कंट्रोल होना चाहिए, लेकिन उनके एडवाइजर तो हैं, और यहां पैनल पे भी उनके बहुत ही एडवाइजर एडवाइजर रह चुके हैं। उनको एक ऐसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी ढूंढनी चाहिए थी जहां पे वोटर ड्यूप्लीकेशन हुई है, लेकिन जीता कौन? कांग्रेस। अब क्या ऐसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है? ये देखिए, इसमें इन्होंने चुप्पी साधी हुई है। इलेक्शन कमीशन ने एक जगह पोल में राजा राजेश्वरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी 2018 में पोल स्थगित कर दिया था, जहां पे कांग्रेस जीती थी। 20,000 वोटर कार्ड्स वर फाउंड। डुप्लीकेशन इज द नॉर्म. That is the reason why Election Commission routinely has not only the revision but also the special intensive revision. तभी मैं बार बार कहता हूं कि राहुल गांधी स्टार प्रचारक हैं। अब ये बीजेपी के नहीं है, ये इलेक्शन कमीशन के भी हैं। He has given the strongest endorsement for conducting the SIR 6 months before every election, either general or state. Because what did the SIR find in Bihar? About 60 lakh voters that were dummy voters. Out of that, 20 to 30 lakhs were dead voters. अब आप ये बताइए, अब अगर आपको डेड वोटर कार्ड्स पे कोई और वोट कर रहा है, इसमें इलेक्शन कमीशन की क्या गलती है भाई? You can blame the political party, but then every political party has to be blamed. मैंने कांग्रेस का एग्जांपल लिया, बीजेपी का लिया. Why is he blaming इलेक्शन कमीशन? और इलेक्शन कमीशन का काउंटर देखिए। उन्होंने कहा सारे इलेक्टोरल रोल्स हमने we gave it to the कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ता, we gave it to the कांग्रेस leaders. It's been a year, more than a year. Not a single complaint was filed. What is going on out here? But as I said, मेरा खून खोलने से पहले मुझे रोक लो नाविका, वरना मैं ज्ञानेश कुमार पे खुद केस
रोक दिया because I'm getting in Anwar Pasha. Anwar Pasha, the nuclear scientist, has just told you why the atom bomb did not actually get diffused. I'll tell you why. Because simply now Rahul Gandhi has made a case for the special SIR activity to go on with greater gusto. Because अगर ये ना करो तो प्रॉब्लम, कर दो तो प्रॉब्लम. आप खुश तो होने वाले हैं नहीं किसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी से कम जब तक आपकी सरकार वापस नहीं आएगी तब तक तो आप मीन मेक निकालते रहेंगे. लेकिन आई एम वांटिंग टू आस्क यू, if all the voter rolls are given to political parties, there is time. एक साल पहले दिया था, आप लोग कंप्लेंट फाइल क्यों नहीं करते? इलेक्शन को एक साल से ऊपर हो चुका है, आप कोर्ट क्यों नहीं जाते? आई वॉन्ट टू आस्क यू, व्हाई इज एवरीथिंग अ स्लग फेस्ट ऑन द स्ट्रीट्स ऑफ इंडिया एंड नॉट where it should actually be, which is a court of law? Because court of law अगर judgment देती है तो आप उसको भी कहते हो हम नहीं मानेंगे, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ये इख्तियार नहीं है, they can't speak like this, they can't tell us this. Everything you don't want to believe in. You don't want to believe in the courts, you don't want to believe in the constitutional institutions, but you carry the constitution in your pocket. क्या कर रहे हैं बॉस?
Navika ji, good evening to you and all the panelists. Whatever the arguments you or the BJP spokesperson and other panelists who support BJP and Election Commission, they may offer, but the fact remains that the Election Commission is not functioning in a proper way. That's why there is so much problem with the Election Commission and the people are losing their faith in Election Commission. Election Commission has lost its trust and people are saying that this is the Election Commission of BJP, not the Election Commission of India. Because you have given the example of Bihar. If you go by the SIA that is being conducted there, so many evidences have come. All social medias have provided so many proofs and evidences. And still you are saying that there is no complaint. We are collecting the complaints. Thousands and thousands complaints are pouring in. We are collecting it. And just have patience. We will present it before the court on 12th and 13th of August this month. Then you will come to know what are the evidences and how the Election Commission, their functionaries and their BLOs have acted. One BLO, now what is happening in Bihar? I had gone there in Bihar. People are looking for the BLOs. They have disappeared. They are trying to find him and ask why my paper was not submitted, why my documents were not submitted. I gave you the documents, you didn't upload it. So this kind of state of affairs is there in Bihar. So people are looking for BLOs. This is the fact. And they are not found anywhere. They have disappeared. It shows how, in what manner the BLOs have submitted the forms. They filled the forms. You have seen the evidences. They were sitting in one room, 50 BLOs sitting in one room, filling the forms and uploading it on their own, without the signature, without the details, without the photographs, without the documents. So this is the state of affairs. That's why this Election Commission has lost its credibility, and we are questioning it. What is the duty of Election Commission? To satisfy the citizen of the country that the elections are held without any rigging, without any inappropriate manner, and voters' rights are
Anwar Pasha ji, last I heard citizens didn't have a problem. It is the political parties who have a problem when they lose. I have not seen citizens coming forward and questioning it. Sudhanshu Trivedi, why are these political parties saying that citizens have lost faith in the Election Commission?
Navika ji, the evidences we have collected
Anwar Pasha ji has said, his response is very peculiar.
Are given by the citizens.
Just
the complaints come from citizens, and the illiterate
now, Mr. Anwar Pasha,
you should speak before you. The illiterate citizens will not come to your channel.
Okay. Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Very
Sudhanshu ji.
appropriate. Illiterate citizens will not come to the channel, but a very learned illiterate persons will come to the channel. And considering that the people of India are illiterate, I will give you one example, sir. Till 1st of September, anybody whose name is not in the tentative list can file the complaint or can replenish the document. How many citizens have done it? I'm asking you. What do you consider? All the viewers are illiterate.
Thousands
Still the
and
date
thousands.
is 1st September.
Thousands.
Anybody who is thinking that his name is not there or his document is not properly uploaded.
सुधांशु जी
सर आपने अपने टर्न पे बोलिए, आपने अपने टर्न पे, आपने अपने टर्न पे बोलिए साहब. सर मैं यही तो कह रहा हूं, अगर उसको लगता है इलेक्शन कमीशन हैज रिलीज द लिस्ट एंड इट हैज गिवन ए टाइम ऑफ 1 month. Anybody who is not satisfied with the decision of the election commission, he can provide and upload the document. Why your people are not doing? Number 2, your answer was so amusing. It's all over social media. Navika ji, मुझे याद आ गया, वो ख्वाजा आसिफ, डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ऑफ पाकिस्तान, has said in an interview कि इंडिया के सारे एयर बेसेस जो हैं डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिए गए. So the question was asked, where is the evidence? It's all over social media. In the same manner, Mr. Anwar Pasha is saying it's all over social media. Why not there, where its situation should be actually shown? And again, I would like to say, instead of going to a proper channel of constitutionally defined procedure for a constitutional body, this extra constitutional PPT which is being done, that shows, and one sentence I would like to say. I asked millions of viewers to check from where the India Alliance has got hugest majority. Most huge margin. In 2024, the biggest margin was in Dhubri seat of Assam. Rakibul Hassan of Congress won by 10,25,000 votes. 3 times bigger victory than Rahul Gandhi. Are these all voters are authenticated? This is the area which has seen biggest demographic change in the last 2 decades. Dhubri, Barpeta, Karimganj, Malda, 24 Pargana. Now anybody can show, and even they can see when Rahul Gandhi was conducting their yatra, the Congress spokespersons, social media, because Anwar Pasha sahab, social media tweets dekhiye, wo kehte hain, look at the crowd. The biggest crowd was there, areas in which there is the biggest suspicion of Bangladeshi infiltrators. तो हकीकत यह है कि चोर मचाए शोर, जो घुसपैठियों के दम पर लोकतंत्र पे डाका डाल रहे हैं. अगेन आई एम सेइंग, ये वो लोग हैं जो घुसपैठियों के दम पर भारत के लोकतंत्र पर डाका डालना चाहते हैं, वही चोर मचाए शोर वाला काम कर रहे हैं.
This is now Chori versus Daketi charge that is flying from one side to the other. पर सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, आज आपको पाकिस्तान के हर मंत्री क्यों याद आ रहे हैं, मेरी समझ में नहीं आया. कहीं ये आप हिंदुस्तान पाकिस्तान तो नहीं बनाने चाह रहे इस पूरी डिबेट को, मैं नहीं जानती, बट ऑन अ लाइटर नोट दैट्स माय कमेंट.
नहीं, मैं डिबेट ऑन अ लाइटर नोट मैं ये कहूंगा कि कहा जाता है बर्ड्स ऑफ सेम फेदर फ्लॉक टुगेदर. जिसकी जैसी सोच होती है वैसा ही उसको व्यक्ति मिलता है. तो द पाकिस्तान इज टेकन हाउ मच सीरियसली द इंटरनेशनल एरिना, सो द कांग्रेस एंड इट्स लीडर्स आर टेकिंग सीरियसली इन द नेशनल एरिना.
नाविका 15 सेकेंड.
आजकल वो भी थोड़ा गलत होगा,
मोहम्मद अली
यूएस
जिन्ना का पार्टी फंडेड
पाकिस्तान वेरी सीरियसली.
मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना,
आनंद दुबे जी, ये एटम बॉम्ब आपको कैसे लगा? आनंद रंगनाथन कमिंग टू यू, बट एटम बॉम्ब कैसा लगा? ये एटम बॉम्ब प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में छोड़ना चाहिए था या किसी कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ में?
नाविका जी नमस्ते. राहुल गांधी जी इस देश के नेता प्रतिपक्ष हैं और हम समझते हैं कि कोई भी सिस्टम 100% मिस्टर कंप्लीट नहीं होता. जरूर कमियां होती हैं, त्रुटियां होती हैं. 19-20 का फर्क तो हर एजेंसी में देखने मिलता है. अगर राहुल गांधी जी दुनिया के सामने या देश की मीडिया के सामने एक प्रेस करते हैं जिसमें चुनाव आयोग के दिए हुए साक्ष्य को ही प्रस्तुत करते हैं और ये कहते हैं कि हाँ यहां धांधलियां होती हैं, यहां भ्रष्टाचार होता है, यहां अनियमितता होती है, और उसको प्रूफ के साथ दिखाते हैं. जैसे एक छोटे से कमरे में 50 व्यक्ति एक ही जगह एक ही एड्रेस पाए गए, आप चलिए उसको भी मत मानिए। राहुल गांधी कहते हैं कि महाराष्ट्र के चुनाव में पिछले 5 साल में जितने वोटर बनते हैं उतने ही वोटर सिर्फ 5 महीने में बन गए, ये रहा प्रूफ, चलिए मत मानिए। राहुल गांधी जी कहते हैं कि 40,000 वोटर गलत ढंग से, गलत फोटो, गलत एड्रेस, गलत नाम से है, प्रूफ के साथ, चलिए मत मानिए। लेकिन इतना तो मानेंगे कि अगर एक नेता प्रतिपक्ष है देश के और उनके पास अगर कोई जानकारी है, वो मीडिया के माध्यम से अगर साझा कर रहे हैं, तो आपके पास 2 रास्ते हैं। या तो आप उनके खिलाफ कोर्ट में चले जाइए, या जिस एजेंसी के खिलाफ वो आरोप लगा रहे वो उन पर मानहानि करे या उनके ऊपर डिफेमेशन करे। लेकिन सवाल ही नहीं पूछेंगे राहुल गांधी। इसलिए बीजेपी कहेगी कि इनको गंभीरता से लेते नहीं।
Why should everybody else in the country go to court? Anand Ranganathan, what is the logic here that I am missing out on?
देखिए, किसी को एक्सपोज करना,
देखिए एकदम सिंपल, आनंद जी आप मेरे बड़े भाई हैं,
किसी को एक्सपोज करना तो नेता के हाथ में है ना। नविका मैम, किसी को एक्सपोज करना तो मेरे हाथ में है ना, ये मैं कैसे रोक लूं? अगर किसी के खिलाफ मेरे पास
आनंद जी देखिए, मैंने आपको
इसलिए न उठाऊं क्यों मुझ पे अवमानना का
आनंद जी, आपको हमारे कॉमन नेम की कसम,
अरे तो आप तो सेकंड भर भी नहीं बोलने दिए मुझे, तो 20-25 सेकंड में मैं बोल नहीं पाया और मेरी बात को दबा दिया गया। यही तो प्रॉब्लम है ना कि जब तक हम बोलेंगे नहीं, हम डायलॉग,
आनंद दुबे जी,
कम्युनिकेट,
आनंद दुबे जी, फैक्ट चेकिंग की मैं एक्सपर्ट हूं और मैं फैक्ट चेक करके आपको बता दूं कि आप 2.5 मिनट बोले हैं, ये 30 सेकंड वाला चार्ज आप ले लीजिए, नहीं तो चलिए आप और मैं कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ चलते हैं और देखते हैं कि किसका एविडेंस सही है। But I may also want to tell you, Anand Ranganathan, those are visuals. There is a dinner at Rahul Gandhi's residence where he is giving a full presentation to leaders of opposition. Those visuals playing on the screen. But Anand, please respond to Anand ji.
देखिए, I have 2 points to make here, or let's leave politics aside. If voter duplication has been found, it is clearly an offense. Everyone accepts it. And kudos to anyone who brings it out, including Rahul Gandhi. मेरे को उस पर प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। मैंने अपने शुरू में जो मुझे टाइम मिला था, मैंने उसमें भी ये कहा था, इन्होंने महाराष्ट्र इलेक्शन पे लांछन लगाई, बिहार के एसआईआर पे लांछन लगाई। आप लांछन लगाइए, आप इरेगुलरिटीज बाहर निकालिए, बिकॉज दोज आर ऑफेंसेस। लेकिन आप उसके साथ जो जोड़ रहे हैं कि एवरीथिंग इज कॉम्प्रोमाइज, ईसी बिक गई है, इस देश में डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है, तो देन यू शुड बी सूड फॉर डेफेमेशन। तो इसमें मैं 2 चीजें कहूंगा। आपके महाराष्ट्र इलेक्शंस पे जो आपने डिस्कस, ये मेरे बड़े भाई आनंद जी भी जानते हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने, इलेक्शन कमीशन तो 1 बार नहीं 4 बार रिफ्यूट किया आनंद जी, 4 बार, ये आप भी जानते हैं। हर बार हर एक आदमी आप लाए, इरेगुलरिटीज लाइए, लानी भी चाहिए, लेकिन 2 उसके हल निकलते हैं। एक, आपने वोटर डुप्लीकेशन की बात करी, आपका कंट्रोल क्या है? क्या हर जगह होती है? क्या उसमें इलेक्शन कमीशन की फॉल्ट है या पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज की फॉल्ट है? जिसकी भी फॉल्ट है वो चेहरा सामने आना चाहिए था। लेकिन ये कहना कि इलेक्शन कमीशन के थ्रू हो रही है वोटर डुप्लीकेशन, तो ये इसका मतलब जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज में आप जीते हैं और वोटर डुप्लीकेशन हुई थी, मैंने एग्जांपल दिया आपको, वहां पे आप अपना एमएलए और एमपी से कहिए रिजाइन कर दे, वो नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन लांछन जरूर लगाएंगे। This hypocrisy cannot continue.
Let me get in Vivek Srivastava. And Vivek Srivastava, I want to ask you, because viewers are sending their comments, and I want to read out some of those. Shashi Tharavat, who says, why a constitutional body like Election Commission not taking him to court? So, Anand Ranganathan, you have brothers coming up across India. Yagnesh says, Rahul Gandhi has threatened Election Commission also, he must be jailed. Vikrant Vijayakar, Raga is crossing all limits of lies, more dangerous than enemies. Sanjay Sathe, Rahul Gandhi will not sign. He will ask Khadge to sign and make him the scapegoat. Wait for the tamasha to unfold. Krishna says, Rahul Gandhi's ignorance is more dangerous to Bharat. Adam Mehdi says, Supreme Court should take this into account. The findings of Rahul Gandhi. And Dr. Ravindra Vatsayan, who's a regular viewer, says, Saiya jhooton ka bada sardar nikla. This is his comment, not mine. The channel doesn't take any liability on this, but that's what people are saying. But Vivek Srivastava, If there is evidence, where do you find a resolution? Will it be in the people's court by presenting this, or should it be in a court of law? I have a simple question. Why is the opposition not going to a court of law?
No, because if you start going to the court of law, then जो चीज हमने पहले point out करी, that the judiciary also has its own limitations. The country cannot be run by judges. आपका इलेक्शन कमीशन है, इलेक्शन कमीशन की ड्यूटीज है, कुछ गलती हुई है, इलेक्शन कमीशन उसको माने. अब ये यहाँ पे फ्रस्ट्रेट हो रहे हैं हमारे मित्र डॉक्टर आनंद रंगनाथन. ये शोले फिल्म देख करके आए थे, उसमें धर्मेंद्र टंकी पे चढ़ गया, बोला मुझे रोक लो रोक लो रोक लो. अब कह रहे हैं इनको रोक लो वरना ये जा करके इलेक्शन कमीशन से केस करेंगे. बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है. बट माय पॉइंट इज वेरी क्लियर.
आप धन्नो तो मत बनिए ना, कम से कम आप धन्नो बन गए.
धन्नो को नहीं, आप धर्मेंद्र मत बनिए. आप धर्मेंद्र मत बनिए और केस मत करिए. अब आप सुनिए, आप सुनिए.
तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? विवेक.
नहीं, धन्नो नहीं. In this there is a bossy role also.
देख रहे हैं आजकल. मुझे
but I want to no. What is the point you are making?
Yes.
You are saying you won't go to court. You want election commission to accept its fault. The election commission is saying that they haven't made any mistake. So where will this get resolved?
Yes. No. If the election commission must study what Rahul has to offer and the PPT, he is the leader of the opposition. It's a big party. India Alliance is also over here. We also have a substantial number of seats. कोई एलिगेशन है उसको डिटेल में आप स्टडी करिए. आप क्यों भागते हैं? बीजेपी क्यों खड़ी हो जाती है बैटिंग करने के लिए इलेक्शन कमीशन की? अगर सुधांशु त्रिवेदी को आसाम में कांग्रेस की बड़ी जीत के ऊपर प्रॉब्लम है, ही शुड आल्सो हैव गिवन हिज ओन पीपीटी. व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? फिर कह रहे हैं साहब एक आदमी के वेरिफिकेशन में 1 मिनट लगता है. तो अरे देयर आर मल्टीपल पीपल वर्किंग, देयर आर मल्टीपल पीपल एट वर्क. वी नो देयर इज अ फ्रॉड गोइंग ऑन. 25 सीटें अगर ये गड़बड़ होती, प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी ना होते. दैट इज द होल गेम. और यहां पे इलेक्शन कमीशन के कुछ लोग ऑफ रिकॉर्ड कहते हैं हलफनामा लिख करके दो, गारंटी लिख करके दो, नहीं होगा तो राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ ये एक्शन होगा. अगर ये बात सही निकली, क्या ज्ञानेश कुमार के खिलाफ एक्शन होगा? और क्या ऑन रिकॉर्ड है?
मेड दिस एज अ पब्लिक स्टेटमेंट on social media, on X. So please, these are not sources statements off record. Correcting you there, Vivek Srivastava. But Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, ball back in your court.
Yes, I will respond in 3 brief points. Now the dilemma of Anand Dubey is very much in front. After the defeat of Maharashtra, they said that it was because Uddhav Thackeray was not projected as CM. Now, I think he has accepted that there was nothing to do with Uddhav Thackeray. Now, everything is to done with Rahul Gandhi. Second, Rahul Gandhi is such a masterly person that Abel Mujhe Mar, he has made the strongest case for SIR. Not only strongest case for SIR, but for NRC also. That all over the country, everything should be verified properly. Third, my point is, if it is of Karnataka, I want to ask, there is a government of Congress in Karnataka. Why CM Karnataka is not doing PC? Why Deputy CM is not doing PC? Why the Karnataka, if they do not want to get it from the government, they want to get it from the party. Why the state president of Karnataka is not doing the PC? And moreover, the national president of Congress is from the state of Karnataka, who is the senior most and tallest leader. Now Rahul Gandhi want to show that everybody is having less wisdom and less understanding for their own state. CM, Deputy CM, State President of the National President of Congress, I am all in all. इस जमीन से आसमां तक मैं ही मैं हूं. और मैं लाइटर नोट पे नाविका जी कहूंगा, अभी वो शोले की बात हुई थी तो एक बात निकली, वहां पे थोड़ा सा अंतर था. आनंद जी धन्नो की बात कर दी है. एक्चुअली में यहां पर वो वीरू तो चढ़ा हुआ है उसके ऊपर टंकी पे, और बसंती का कहीं पता ही नहीं है. अब मौसी तैयार है ही नहीं. वो बसंती को जमाने से खोज रहे हैं, 10 साल से जब से चली गई है, पावर उन्हें मिल ही नहीं रही है. तो जो उतावलापन राहुल जी के मन में दिख रहा है, उसके लिए मैं एक लाइन बोलना चाहूंगा. पुराने गाने की एक लाइन थी जो 2 साल पहले बहुत सोशल मीडिया पे वायरल हुई थी कि कोई जाके इन्हें ये समझाए, सजनिया के मन में अभी इनकार है, जाने बलमा क्यों घोड़े पे सवार है. मेरे भाई अब धमाका, ये धमाका, वो धमाका, ये गोली, ये फोड़ दिया, हो कुछ नहीं रहा है, सब निकल रहा है फुस पटाखा, देयर इज नो धमाका.
Navika, just
Sanjay, I'm completely out of time. I would love to carry on, this debate which has serious questions, there has a few lighter moments, but the big question is, if all of this is right under the Representation of People Act of 1950, all that needs to be done is on a oath, this evidence be submitted to the Election Commission, not even on to a court of law. Submitted on oath to the Election Commission. If these facts stand up, then the opposition wins a victory on the argument that they have been holding. If the evidence is wrong, it leads, according to the Act, to 1 year of imprisonment for anybody who presents wrong evidence and wrong cases in front of the Election Commission on oath. Which way is it going to be? Should Mr. Rahul Gandhi put his oath and signature where his mouth is? Otherwise, are we just looking at a slugfest which isn't going to get anywhere anytime soon? That's the question. Thank you very much to all my panelists joining me on debate number 1.